Good evening, y'all, and welcome back to JoJo Speaks. Thank y'all so much for joining us this evening. We love y'all for your views. We love y'all for your likes, your comments, your subscription, all that you all bring to this channel. We appreciate it all. A couple things I want you guys to do before we get started. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Press that big red subscribe button. It is free and easy to do, so go ahead and mash that thing. Also, we'd like to see a couple likes on this video. See a few comments. Let us know your thoughts on the topics we're discussing tonight. Also, be sure to press the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. Last but not least, be sure to share JoJo Speaks with all your family, friends, and loved ones. Let everyone know JoJo Speaks is out here in these YouTube streets. Let's get to this night of hot topics. Of course, as usual, I want to give all my condolences at the beginning of my videos to get the bad news out of the way. This person may not be known so widely, but the creator of the Backyardigans, her name was Janice Burgess, passed away at the age of 72. If y'all don't know me, then y'all don't know that I absolutely adore the Backyardigans. I love the music on that children's show. It is a children's show that has 5 different animals who play in their backyard. There's a big imagination, and there are so many songs of theirs that I just love to hear because those kids can sing. Okay, especially Uniqua. Uniqua is the one really the one that can sing with S-A-N-G. But all them kids, Pablo be singing too though. Pablo. He got a voice on him, that little penguin child. But
well, I have to say I enjoyed Tyrone because his voice he brought in the bass.
Yes, he did. Yes,
Kid wise.
Right, exactly. And Tasha was cool too, the hippo, even though she was a little snotty, a little uppity, you know what I'm saying? That's just how Sopranos be sometimes. So, it is what it is. And Austin is just an afterthought, pretty much. He was barely on the show. But when he was on the show, he gave what he could, and that's all we can ask for.
He did his best.
Yes, he did. So yes, shout out to that creator of the Backyardigans. That is such a unique point of view of a creator to make a show that is strictly based off of song and dance
and music and different kinds of music and stuff. It was very diverse, very beautiful, and a lot of people found out for the first time that she was a Black woman.
Yes, but you know what? That does not surprise me because
At
when
all.
you have a character named Uniqua, I
Like, how
think
could you
that
not know?
says quite a bit. Okay.
Literally Uniqua.
You know that's a Black girl. You know it's a Black girl. If you don't know by her name, you darn sure gonna know when she open her mouth to sing. Okay,
Okay.
that girl, woo, child. Anyways, so we want to hit off with our political stuff as, of course, first off. So the Supreme Court, they decided they were going to take on the case of Colorado. Colorado Supreme Court had chosen to to remove Donald Trump's name from the ballot for the general election. So it was appealed and it went straight to the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court has chosen to keep Donald Trump's name on the ballot. Now, the reasoning does not surprise me at all. The fact that they said that states should not be able to choose whether to put someone's name on a ballot or not. And so this could cause a precedent for this to be happen all willy-nilly somewhere down the line, just to make any excuse to not put someone's name on the ballot. So I understand I understood their decision. Jennifer, you feel the same way?
Yeah, I do concur. And to be honest, I think the only way that that should have happened is if there was something that he was finally convicted of for that to happen. But
Right.
that hasn't happened yet, and I don't believe we need to try to fast track that to make it happen, because when we start to fast track things, when we do things in haste, we don't really think about the end game ramifications or what our grandchildren are going to have to endure because of that decision. So yes, I agree with it.
And Colorado's reasoning was behind the Constitution. And the Constitution, it says that someone who is involved in an insurrection should not be able to run for public office. And so that was their reasoning for wanting to take Trump off of the ballot. So constitutionally,
But it wasn't proven just yet, though.
exactly. So
We need to wait for
constitutionally,
that.
they had the right motives. They just
You're
didn't
on your
have the
way.
follow through. Um,
Exactly.
So there is that. Also related to politics, Super Tuesday was this past Tuesday, and the results are in. And as a result of those results, Nikki Haley has suspended her campaign for the presidential race, for the Republican nomination to run for president of the United States. Now, to be honest, I didn't expect this to happen as quickly as it did. I expected for Nikki to stick with it up even up into the convention, to be honest. But I think typically the convention is where they choose who their candidate is going to be. And maybe she did not want to put that pressure on them, assuming that Donald Trump will
Mm.
not be convicted before the convention comes along. So
To be honest, I thought she was going to ride till the wheels fall off. To be honest with you, because there's really like nothing, like everything in my opinion feels a little up in the air about
yes,
that and what could possibly happen from now to November. So I really thought she was going to hang on, but oh, here we go.
to be honest, the way that Trump has been masterfully delaying these cases makes it to me that I don't think any of these cases will be heard until
Mhm.
fall of this year. I really don't think
Mm.
too many of these cases will be heard until late fall. Um, because of all the things, like the fact that he's got the Supreme Court judging his presidential immunity, they won't hear those arguments until the end of April, and we know that that decision is not going to come immediately. So it's probably going to be at least another couple of weeks, maybe even another month before they make their decision.
But you
And
know, oh,
yeah,
go ahead. I was supposed to say just one another thing that we need to consider is, will he have enough money to make it there? Because of the homegirl in New York did, and she says she's not really letting down on the payment of this stuff.
right.
Um I'm hearing, the TikToks be talking, that Trump is in the process of trying to get some money out of Elon.
I heard that as well. I heard that as well. Yes.
So like he's really searching for somebody else to pay to pay because I forget her name, but the attorney general over there in New York, she is ready. She's
Letitia, I believe is her first
Letitia.
name.
She's looking at his buildings, his Trump Tower. She's looking at those things to rectify
Collect.
and collect. Absolutely. I hear, I think he already lost his airplane.
I heard that too.
So who knows whatever's coming next, and we shall see. It's not like, child, we'll figure it out. But let me go ahead and do these comments here. Erin made it on in nice and early as per usual. Hello everyone,
Hey,
she says.
Aaron.
Dustin made it on in right
Hey,
after her.
Dustin.
He says hi. Hello, Dustin. Um, Erin says, please like, subscribe, and share. Make sure to do that, everyone. Let's see what else. Okay, no, that's personal conversation. But Latoya did come up in here. Let me just at least put that here. She says, "Hey, fam, hey."
Hey, Latoya.
Yes, and let's see. Oh, Regina came on in.
Hey, Regina.
Hey, Regina. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Latoya says, Jennifer and Kang Booski, I have so much to fill y'all in on Saturday. Well, he's not going to be here Saturday, but we'll all talk. We'll talk. Okay, we'll put him on the phone so we can talk.
I was about to say, did you lead them to believe that Joe Nathan was going to be in Atlanta? Oh, okay.
No, sir. I didn't say that. So it is possible they could think that, but no, I didn't say that. Everybody saying hello to everybody. We do have
Hey,
Bianca in the
Bianca.
space. Hey, Bianca, God bless you. Everybody saying hello, Bianca. What is this? Latoya says, Bianca, we ain't got no ranch over here, sis. All right. And Bianca saying hello to everybody. She also says, why when the video start, my behind always miss the beginning of the video. Is that happening to y'all too?
It's okay, Bianca, as long as you're here, present, and accounted for. That is all that matters,
That's
okay?
all that matters. Latoya did make sure to say, yes, sis, it does. I remember a few times Latoya said, I took a nap and I just, ooh, child, I need to take a nap.
Right.
And Aaron says the same. Yeah. Dustin says we have more severe weather coming today and tomorrow.
Oh
Right.
wow. Well, I hope y'all are safe in that weather, child. Don't go out driving in that rain, honey.
And Dustin, I have some encouragement for you. Are you ready?
Mhm.
Thank you for saying on behalf of Dustin. Dustin, I need to see more positive quotes from you. We need some positivity. I want to uplift you and say the severe weather, well, it could be like, hey, it's gonna rain real hard tomorrow, but you know what? I still have a roof over my head. And also, the grass is gonna grow. It was 80 degrees in the middle of the day. Were you out?
Wow. No, I was not out, but I didn't realize it got that hot. Jeez
Child, I'm
Louise, it's
over
March.
it. Bianca says, not the backyard again. Stomp, stomp, stomp.
Yes, some of that Yeti stuff, Bianca. That's it.
She
That
said
is it.
that was my song.
Okay.
Oh goodness.
My favorite, no, Bianca, my favorite song is that Secret Agent song. Shh, shh, secret, shh, shh, secret agent. That choreo that they did with that was
Oh goodness.
everything. It was everything, girl. Pablo Tyrone and Uniqua did it down. Oh,
They were
that
dancing.
dancing, girl. Chorus. Oh, it was all that. It was
Good
all that.
times. Bianca says that music on that show was everything. They
It
they did an
was.
amazing job with that. Dustin, Butler, we have a bad flood warning too. Yes, all over Atlanta. Atlanta can't take rain. I'm telling y'all.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jonathan, it was wishful thinking. Oh, that you were going to be there.
Okay. Okay. Maybe
Oh,
next time, Latoya. Maybe next
you're
time.
so sweet. Aaron says, I thought when Latoya wrote "fill us in" on Saturday, I thought she meant during Faithful Warrior Ministries. That's where I learned a lot. Yeah, we talk so much about ourselves. That's all right. I'm happy to do it. Aaron says, sometimes I need popcorn on Saturday night when I get home. LOL. When she watched Faithful Warrior Ministries. Yeah, child. Now see this somebody I know is outside. Bianca, she says it was hot today, Jen.
Okay.
It was hot. I jumped in the car for less than 30 minutes just to get me a little bit of lunch. And I had to turn the air conditioning on, Jonathan.
Wow.
And now I'm
Wow.
really wondering, like, do I need to turn on the air in the house? Cause anyway, I had to turn my desk fan on in the middle of the day. I'm giving too much, y'all. Last thing, Bianca says, JoJo speaks. They got down.
They got down with the get down, Bianca. Them kids, oh, they was grooving and moving, honey. Yes.
I think my favorite would be the Castaways. I think that's why so many people like gravitated. But
Yes.
Castaways. Okay,
We are castaways on an island ship. Yes.
okay. And Aaron asked everyone to please like. Thank you so much, Aaron. Please give us thumbs up on this video. We know you're gonna love it. Take it on away, Jonathan.
Absolutely. A little bit of sports news. LeBron James has now become the all-time leading scorer in NBA history. He hit his 40,000th point the other night during a Lakers game.
Well, ain't that a blessing from God?
Shout out to LeBron doing his thing. Um, so this whole Risa Tisa thing has come out. You know, I want to give my condolences to her because for someone like that to, and no shade in using the words like that, but for someone to share their story like that and to share it with the world, understanding the response that she may get. Uh, Charlemagne the God, when he was speaking on this, he called it big back problems in some sort of way, alluding to the fact that she might have a big back or whatever the case might be. And so he went on to apologize about using the term and possibly disparaging her and her looks. And He said, "Sorry if I made you feel." He gave us one of those apologies, but then went back to kind of reinforce his statements and to reinforce his point to those who might look the way that she does and make their issues known to the world. And the fact that there is a possibility that you will get those types of responses that are not so positive, that are not lifting you up the way that you might expect or may want them to do. And so, and T.S. Madison got in on this as well, defending Risa Tisa, and she also went in on Just Hilarious as well, who's also seems to be a temporary co-host. I don't think she's ever been made main co-host as of yet.
She has.
She's officially a co-host now.
It is official now. Yes,
it is official. Okay, all right. So now, so TS went in on them, but I'd have to say that this wasn't. Jennifer told me that it wasn't really an apology, and I heard it. It really wasn't an apology. He just said what he thought he needed to say to make those who said that he needed to apologize to fulfill their needs. Jennifer, what did you think about the situation as a whole?
Yeah, I agree with you. What Risa Tisa did was tell a story. She's a very good storyteller. Mm-hmm. And people think that, just because you had some craziness happen, you're just, when you tell the story, it's automatically going to be popular. But there's more components that go with it. The story has to be great, but the storyteller has to do a great job. And she did a great job telling her story. She not also told her story, but she also was accountable for her missteps with this man, marrying a man so quick, believing all the stuff, not getting the receipts, not understanding who he is through and through. So she took accountability for all of it, but to try to turn her into a sad victim in all of this, and saying that would have to do with big people and how they would accept anything. But it's like the man did not present just anything. If you heard the whole story, at least from the beginning, the man was, fixing flat tires for her, taking her dinner, paying all her bills. Like, it's not like he was a bum. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's just yet another uneducated opinion given out. And when he apologized, he then after that, if I made you feel apology, which I don't even think counts, afterwards, he went through the process of trying to validate what he said or clarify what he said and what.
No. He basically doubled down on what he said.
After he apologized. Shoot, maybe I'm in my feelings because, that's how some people could look at me. Like I would have just anybody. But let's be real. If that was the case, we'd see a lot more. We'd see a lot less small people and all other kinds of shaped people that's talking about how dudes ain't S-word. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not just big people saying those things.
No, it's everybody.
I don't like how he went about that. And once again, she never bought up her weight. Never. She never bought up the situation. Shoot, and I think it's apparent that he wasn't too into the story because you should have seen the dude. Not saying he was ugly, but she was a gift to him. He was just doing a lot of good things that made her feel comfortable.
Gotcha.
But yes, no, I don't agree with any of that foolishness. God bless.
Agreed. Yeah, it's just a whole thing. But I respect her courage in coming out because I'm sure she was fully aware of the response that she would get from people.
Exactly. And so. she was on the Tamron Hall show. She's talked. What's her name? Gail.
Yes.
Yeah. So. And she's also been signed, like as like a writer or something like that. Like she has.
Okay.
So things are looking great on her, and this is what happens to, in my opinion, to a pure soul that's just trying to tell her story. Of course, after she became big for what she did. Of course, after she got over a million, shoot, hundreds of millions um, of views and likes and things of that nature,
Hmm.
people are going to open their eyes. They're going to look up and say, "What's going on over here?"
Right.
And she didn't come in here to do that. People are hating because her telling her story so easily brought her into spaces that they never thought they'd be. Latoya says she told it and told it so well. That baby girl about to get paid.
Okay.
And the dude that she was talking about, he is all over TikTok lying some more. It's hilarious because when you know somebody's a liar, now that somebody told a whole story about it, and
Right.
you see him talk, it's like, wow, he really is a liar.
Yeah.
Latoya also says, I mean, let's be honest, Charlemagne ain't no Trevante or Idris.
Say that
His
name
dang
again,
self,
Latoya Trevante. He definitely
Trevante.
showboated Trevante, child.
That's what I
Oh
do
my
know.
goodness. Okay, that's what I know as a fact. Okay.
And that's what a lot of people also are bringing up. Like he was the main one cheating on his own wife for a while. Like what's to say about that? She doesn't have a big back.
Child. And anyways, on to the next story, y'all. So, Ja Rule, if y'all don't remember him, he was a big rapper back in
True.
the early to mid 2000s, had many a hits. So he planned a tour, a concert tour. I guess it is still a tour.
It's a
He
tour.
planned a concert tour in the UK. He was going to have Maya there, some other old school artists, R&B artists there with him as well. And a week before the tour was to start, he was denied entry into the UK due to his tax evasion charges, or convictions rather, as well as his fraud convictions. So there was some other story about him and not having a passport or not getting a passport until
I haven't
the
heard that
week
one.
before, something of that nature. That's what I heard from Alexander Rogers. But the
Oh,
main reason why he wasn't able to gain entry was because of his criminal record. And some people have actually said you can't even get into Canada with the DUI. So there are certain countries that you cannot gain entry to if you have a certain criminal background. And Ja Rule is really upset because he put so much money behind this, but
yeah.
you got to do your homework
I blame his people.
prior to you making these big moves and
Ain't nobody
having
know.
this big tour. Like you gotta dot all your I's and cross all your T's before you make an announcement, put tickets on sale. And now these people who have bought these tickets are not going to have to get a refund because you didn't do your homework.
Yeah.
It makes me understand why he signed up for the Fire Festival because he doesn't seem to be the smartest person in the world. He doesn't seem to be the sharpest knife in the tool, in the drawer. He doesn't seem to, it's something. You got to do better, Ja Rule, and I would hope that you would do better. I'm glad that he's not attaching his name to this new Fire Festival that's supposed to be happening sometime this year, next year. Ain't no telling when that's going to
Child.
come. All I've heard is whispers of it possibly happening. But what did you think of this when you heard this? What is your reaction? I really don't even have much of a reaction to it.
It's disappointing because it just speaks to the level of professionalism that he has,
Hmm.
and
Or lack thereof.
the people around him, like they ain't doing the job. They ain't getting it done right. And I'm not going to say it's not his fault. How do you not know you're not able to gain entry uh into England?
A country, right?
How do you not know you're not able to make it in there? How do you not know?
How do your
Uh,
people not inform you of
how do
this?
your
Of
people
the
not know? Do we think? I think all they were thinking about, and what's telling Jonathan is the fact that how late he got his passport.
right.
That's another thing that I'm over here thinking about. Why it took him forever and a hot long day to get his passport.
You
So
know,
God bless him. I feel sorry for
procrastination.
Maya and everybody trying to seat him.
Right.
And
It's
Latoya said holla holla. That's the
Holla, holla.
I
Yeah.
s I saw him at a concert in Savannah,
With Erica
and
Badu, right?
yes, and first of all, I was very excited to see him, okay?
Hmm.
"Holla Holla" was the only song that he didn't sing that I really wanted to hear.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Like, what is going on?
Well,
Anyway,
he got so many of them, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, he
You
had
gotta you
plenty of
gotta leave out
hits,
a couple.
but, I'm special too, you know what I'm saying? And you need to sing what I want you to sing. Latoya says, "50 told y'all that man, was on the short bus."
Ooh,
And
child.
we'll leave that there.
Speaking of 2000s rappers, Nelly was in this barbershop setting in this interview. I don't know exactly what the name of the show is called, but well,
It's a podcast, I forget what it's called, but yeah, it's a popular podcast.
a popular podcast for the black men's. They have this barbershop talk, and Nelly went on about the fact that the early 2000s was the toughest era in hip hop. He said he had to go against Jay-Z, DMX, Lil Wayne, Kanye West. All of these huge name big rappers, Ludacris, all of these huge name big rappers that are going for this one spot, and we're all in the same game. And so I didn't even think of this before I heard Nelly saying this, but there
Yeah,
were so many big
so many.
rappers back in the
And
early 2000s.
this is why I really feel proud about us living in the era that we lived in,
Agreed.
because we were there for it.
You were
Because
there
you
for
can't say a whole there's no think about it, Jonathan.
it. Hmm.
Who is on Kanye, Jay-Z level that's, out now and fresh and new? Like,
Nobody.
we don't know those people. To be honest, the only people that I believe that's somewhat on those levels are those Afrobeats people, like Burna Boy and stuff like that. You should see that
Well,
his concerts huge,
in
but
in in a
but
way,
not hip hop.
in a way, Drake is sort of kind of that guy right now. He's sort of kind of the only
Yeah,
guy in that spot right now. That's the only name that comes to my mind is Drake.
but he's
Because
slowly
he's
but surely waning away because
right.
because of his personality, unfortunately.
That's unfortunate.
Ain't it
But
though?
it is, but you know what I'm saying? That's what happens in the social media age. People find out who you really are. But
And that's
I
why
still I still enjoy his music for what it is.
music. That's the difference. The music.
Right. Yeah, I still
Hmm.
enjoy his music for what it is. And he's so consistent with he's probably the one of the most consistent artists out here because he is constantly putting out new material.
He
Constant.
was the king of the 2010s for sure, though.
Faux show. Faux show. So there's this other news that caught me by surprise. Mike Tyson and Jake Paul are to face off in a live boxing match this summer. Um, this surprised me because this Jake Paul person looks rather young. Looks like he might be in his late 20s, possibly early 30s, maybe mid 30s or so. Um,
Oh, Jonathan. So Jake Paul is a YouTuber. He basically was super huge on YouTube, have millions and millions of subscribers and followers.
mhm.
More like somebody that was geared towards the kiddos,
Oh,
the,
okay.
the Caucasian kiddos.
Gotcha.
And eventually he started, doing some, hey, use this monthly thing so I can help you out with making money and stuff like that. Stuff like
Hmm.
that. And then he started boxing. And I think he eventually wanted to take it seriously. But if you Google Jake Paul and all of his you know, boxing matches and stuff like that, they were against other huge YouTubers, other, TikTokers and things of that nature.
Okay.
And so basically he's been into the money grabs from what it looks like. But I think he'd like to think that he's taking it seriously. But this whole Mike Tyson and Jake Paul thing, I feel like it's just yet another money grab. There's no true title or anything. It's just a fight.
Yeah, he doesn't care whether he wins or loses. He just wants to be able to say, I got to fight Mike Tyson and I got this money for it.
I
That's
don't
it.
think he's that humble because from what I've seen of him, he's been paying to win.
Wow.
He's got that much money from this situation. So
Wow.
It to me, if this even goes through, even if this fight happens, if Mike Tyson doesn't win, I know something.
Yeah, something in the milk ain't clean. So it has been reported that Russell Wilson has been released from the Denver Broncos, and that was actually the contract that made Russell Wilson the highest paid quarterback in the NFL, period, point blank. So our prayers are with Russell Wilson and his entire family. I know that this ain't the end of them. This ain't the last that we
Oh
heard of
no.
Russell Wilson, Sierra, and that whole camp. I'm sure he will be with another team sooner than later. So shout out to them.
I
Um,
believe he'd be just fine, and also, he you can as you can see, he's doing well with his money and stuff like that. Child, he ain't gonna have no problems.
no
But
issues. Even if he doesn't get on another team, he'll still be fine.
he'll be fine. Latoya says the good old days. We talk about good music,
Okay.
and Latoya says she was when we were talking about Drake. She said waste of a pretty face.
Why you say that? He's not a waste. Come on
Yes, he
now.
is. He absolutely is. I stand 10 toes down on that one. Yes,
Wow.
waste.
Well, I'm sure y'all have a lot more information on him personally than I do.
Yes, I
So
do.
I I, I,
Um,
I can say okay to that.
Bianca says boxing is my favorite sport, but did you just say Mike Tyson and Jake Paul? Child police. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I see.
Um, Latoya says, "Oh, this a play fight, a play fight." That's what she said. Bianca says Jake is not humble at all.
Okay. Okay.
Bianca also says we know Mike will knock that poor kid out in the first 7 seconds. That's only if it's not rigged. That's all. That's how I feel.
But do you
Uh,
see Mike actually being okay with being paid to lose to this white boy?
That's what I'm saying. I can't see it. I just
I
can't
can't see
see it. He
that.
needs to be knocked out. He
Yes. And that's
Latoya
what I
said,
think will happen. And I think Jake knows that's probably what will happen, but he's okay with being embarrassed by being knocked out by Mike Tyson because he's getting this check once he leaves this ring.
yeah, it's like everything that I keep on thinking about is past fights. He's fought with
Hmm.
so many different people, and people have taken the fall for that extra money. He paying well. Latoya says the Wilsons are good with that guaranteed money. You got that right. And thank you, Aaron. Please make sure to like this video right now.
Yes. And I wanted to end our segment or our show tonight. The Michelle Williams has this new commercial out where she's emphasizing the fact that she's really not remembered. People don't really remember who Michelle is. They well, maybe when they see her in the street in the commercial, she was sitting on this bench and someone said Michelle, and she thought that they were saying hey to her, but they weren't saying hey to her. They were saying hey to some white lady that was sitting next to her. But hey, that's what it is. So the Shade Room put out this compilation of her bridges because we all know that she took care of the bridge in every single Destiny's Child song on Destiny
That
Fulfilled.
she
Not
was
say,
in, yeah.
right, not necessarily on
Even
Survivor,
Survivor,
even
yeah,
Survivor, yeah,
yeah.
Survivor as well. So I wanted to ask Jennifer, what was your favorite bridge of Michelle Williams? I will say my favorite bridge of Michelle Williams comes from Cater to You. I think that's where she sounds the prettiest. I think that's where I feel like her voice fits in the best with the rest of the group.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like her voice makes sense with the group. I feel like she's not trying so much.
She isn't
Um,
trying.
for instance, like, in Lose My Breath, I feel like that's not a Michelle Williams type of song. So when she gets to the virtual,
But she sounded so cute on there.
she
I
did,
like
but
that.
and in Soldier, it was
Now
so
that was a stretch for me.
it was so
I like
unbelievable.
Was a fucking look struck.
That one might be the one. Michelle, we know you ain't fornicating, okay?
He don't know it might be on the net.
And
I'm sorry. I
and
still like how she
Jennifer,
sounded though.
do you know whose lap she was sitting on in that Soldier video? I bet you don't know.
Oh,
Jensen Atwood, who
oh,
plays
Jensen. I know Jensen.
Wade in Noah's Ark.
If you would have shown me the picture, I would have known him. I don't know his name, but I know
Right,
him.
right. But that's why I asked because I know you don't remember. Unless you did remember. Did you remember that was him?
I didn't remember that was him.
Okay, yeah, that was.
But I remember
him.
he was in that video.
Yes, but she was sitting on his lap. But yes, my favorite Michelle Williams bridge is "Cater to You." I feel like she
Yo.
sounds the most beautiful. I also love her bridge in "Girl."
And
That's like a close second, "Girl."
that's what Latoya said, girl.
Yes.
I really enjoy, to be honest. I don't know if I have a favorite because just as soon as I heard "Girl" in my head from her. Girl, take a good look at. Let me tell you something. Every time we sing Beyonce songs, not Beyonce, but Destiny's Child songs, I
Right.
go for the Michelle. I
Yes.
want to be Michelle
Right.
because I want to say, "Girl, take a good look at yourself. He's got you going through hell."
You
Yeah.
never
Oh, come on now.
seen ya down like this. What you mean
Yeah.
you don't want us to help? We know each other too well. Oh, girl.
Yes. For me, I think my favorite though, I'm through with it.
Yeah, I was just about to say those words was just about to leave my lips. Yes,
Yes,
absolutely.
because she was able to put a lot of herself in that.
Yes.
Lord, I need your love. Like, my God.
I remember when we were watching that live in Atlanta concert on our computer at our old house, and
Hmm.
we just were over the moon with that performance because she went off. She was on her knees. She was
And
saying,
singing back and forth with Beyonce. People need to understand it takes skill to be able to sing with a Beyonce.
okay,
When they were on Survivor, I really felt like Beyonce was giving Michelle her flowers during the song Survivor.
yes,
Oh, oh, oh. You know, that
yes,
sound that going back and forth, it's like you got to be able to trust somebody and their vocals to be able to do that and have that even recorded.
okay.
So,
She sounds good enough to be next to me. Okay,
yes. And it's like, I feel it's not that Beyonce had to prove that, but I believe that is something that she did want to say.
right,
She's
yes,
here for a reason.
and
It's not
y'all
like
gonna understand that
today.
today.
It's not like we bought her here because let me tell you something. Every time you see the four with Farrah, I'm like, how did Farrah get past security?
Right, exactly.
Because when you see them all together,
hmm
it don't look right. It don't come together. And it was so perfect to me how the three of them are around the same height.
hmm
That's what makes it so much better. Like for somebody to say, let's just go as a trio. And I'm sure they might have saw themselves in pictures like,
And I believe Michelle said she was the one that actually suggested that they go on as a trio.
yeah,
hmm
it was.
Yeah.
And once again, and even Beyonce said it out loud during, like what's it called? An award show. She said it there wouldn't be a DC3 without Michelle. And there's so much more reason to that. And you can see that the love is there. I don't know why so many people want to make it seem as if she's like the redheaded stepchild of the situation. But let's be real, Beyonce and Kelly, they're more like siblings. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So they're going to be close.
hmm
But when something big is out, when something's going on, you see Michelle not only showing up to the occasion, but she's also dressed the F down.
Okay, dressed to the nines, honey. Looking like a
All
fashionista.
all the clothes. Okay.
Okay.
Child. Let me stop Destiny's Child gloating and loving on child.
Right.
That's my
Child.
generation, honey.
Okay. All day long.
I was in high school when Survivor came out, and I saw people that just got the CD from out of Best Buy the day before while we were about to go on a band trip.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh yes, I was there.
I played out that Survivor album. I really did. I played it all the
Now I
way
have to
out.
say it wasn't exactly their best album.
No, it wasn't. It really wasn't.
Who agreed to Apple Pilot mode?
I love that song.
I don't know why.
I love that song. Why don't you like it?
I didn't feel the substance.
So it feels like a throwaway, like an extra track.
Yeah, man.
I will say though, it didn't feel like it belonged on the album. With all the rest of the material that was there. So I will say that it really didn't fit along with everything else that was there. But I enjoyed the
Sexy
album
Daddy was a
nonetheless.
good one. Sexy Daddy.
Absolute
Yeah.
sweet tea pie. We're gonna have fun, sweetie pie. I think it's your lucky night. I'm getting buck wild tonight. I'm gonna have fun. Yeah. That was definitely an excellent song. Absolutely. I think my favorite on there though was "Independent Woman" Part 2.
Of course, that was the song.
That was the song, and it could have been the single, but Independent Woman Part 1 is so much more poppy and so much more radio friendly, and caters to more of everyone as opposed to a more urban style of
I
Independent
think
Woman.
that I enjoy the remixes more from the Survivor album than a lot of the originals. Bianca
Agreed.
says the best on that song is a little off to me. It reminded me of Austin Powers or something. At least you're talking about Apple Pilot Mode.
Okay.
Bianca said, I forgot about Sexy Daddy. Child.
Okay.
That was one of the best songs on that thing.
It really was. Are those all the comments?
That's all the comments.
Okay. All right. Well, we want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. We're so appreciative of all your views, your likes, your shares, your comments, all that good stuff. Press the notification bell. Thank you all so much for your involvement with JoJo Speaks. We love you and adore you. Jennifer, want to give them your social media contacts real quick?
Sure, because I was so about to press the end stream button, but I think we can do that. I am the Light of the Leo. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram and TikTok at the Light of the Leo, and you'll be able to connect with me that way, of course. And Jonathan, what's your stuff?
My Instagram is JoJo_speaks3020. My Facebook is Jonathan Lee. My email is williamjonathanlee@gmail.com. Once again, thank you guys so much for joining us this evening. Join us next week, same time, same place, same beautiful faces. But until then, we'll say goodbye for now and have a wonderful, happy, hopefully a dry weekend.
In Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name.
And just to clarify, Bianca says, I didn't mean the best song, I mean the beat. So the beat on that song is a little off to me. Yeah.
It's just a little bit, but I still love it though. It was one of my favorites actually on that album.
Good times. It's been real.
I especially like the whispering at the beginning. Kelly, Michelle. Kelly. And then the way the song starts, it's like you get into a groove. I don't know. I just love the song. But anyways, thank you guys so much for joining us. We're gonna say bye for now, y'all. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Oh gosh, Nasty Girl was on there. Nasty put some clothes on. I enjoyed that. I was a Christian woman.
Okay.
Bye.